y'all, Scott here.
That's not my real voice if you couldn't tell. Okay, so Scott the Woz, kids don't look that up, recently dropped his 200th episode of his show, called Scott the Woz, if you couldn't tell. Now, if you've never seen Scott's work before, he makes videos about stupid Nintendo games! And then every one of his videos, he's surrounded by a blue border. Now, as foolish members of his audience, we all believe that this border was just an editing choice made to watermark his work. But it turns out no. This border is an evil force hidden deep within space, meant to terrorize Scott, and only Scott, because... You were weak! You wasted all your time talking about stupid Nintendo games! So in this 200th episode, Scott finally realizes that this blue border surrounds him.
Is this Papa John?
Now, an interesting thing about this video is how meta it gets. He literally calls his own hobby and what he does in literally every single one of his videos a waste of time.
And that just about covers what you need to know to talk about video games. You truly have what it takes to waste your time.
He also calls it a tumor.
Welcome to the fun side of my brain, filled with an urge to collect video games and an obscene amount of Nintendo knowledge. I call it my wild side, doctors call it a tumor.
So a lot of the first half of this video is a condensation of all his thoughts and feelings on stupid Nintendo games.
Yoshi's Story is this bizarre take on a Yoshi's Island successor. It's still pretty good, but it's so similar yet so different from any other Yoshi game. And hopefully the next Yoshi game does something just as unique. The same thing, are good.
And Nintendo being stupid. Prime example, no end labels on N64 cartridges.
I need to know if this is Glover or not. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
However, it's when he gets to the Wii U in this rant and recalls that Super Mario 3D World has a blue border in multiplayer mode when you get too far away from each other. That's when he realizes that he too is surrounded by a blue border.
In Mario 3D World, why in multiplayer does this big blue border appear? I get that it's supposed to tell you that the players are too far apart, but it comes out of nowhere. It sometimes doesn't leave, and it's just always there, mocking me, just like every shape I've ever met. Where does this blue border get off? Wait.
No, this is Pizza Hut.
Get off!
So, Scott goes to see his therapist.
Thanks for having me on such short notice. I just really needed to talk to somebody with a PhD.
He tells him about the border.
There's this blue border around it all.
That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard, and I've had patients that murdered!
And that it's affecting his happiness.
It is affecting my happiness. I haven't eaten in days!
Oh God, here, have this.
Blueberry?
And obscuring his vision.
I just don't know what it is. I recently noticed it, and looking back, I feel like it's been obscuring my vision for as long as I can remember. What if there's something down there I can't see that it's blocking?
Oh, it's just carpet. And it is looking pretty good today. I wish you could see it.
So, Scott and the therapist agree to go to his home for an experiment.
So he'd be willing to do an experiment?
Yeah! Nice bed. Are those pillows real?
Yeah. I want you to knock me out.
Well, you're in good hands. I'm quite knowledgeable on head.
What did you get on your SAT?
Oh, a lot!
Oh, well, that's good. I feel safe with you.
Scott finds his memories in his head while he is knocked out. And he then realizes that yes, all of his memories have the blue border.
I just don't get it. Like, why is it here? Why has this border always been a part of my life? Why can't I escape it? Why doesn't anybody else see it?
Maybe you need to relax. How about a nice pillow to the face?
So, Scott ends up in the hospital for having a mental breakdown.
When I heard you were in the hospital, I dropped everything and came straight here.
Hey, how's our pre-corpse doing?
Oh man, I've been trying to get this place for years.
I called 911, I asked them how you were doing.
After a mental breakdown like that, you need to do something productive. Like join the army.
The therapist then tries to explain what happened to Scott.
He said some square existed. A blue square at that.
But then, everyone realizes they all see the border too.
Does anybody else see?
Squares can be blue!
Where are the signs? Centimeters being obstructed! Centimeters!
It's almost like the border spread as soon as Scott acknowledged that it existed. almost like that.
It says that blue borders ain't something that can just go away. It's like a black hole. The worse it gets for us, the more it'll start to affect others. And if we don't warn people soon, things could get bad.
So, Scott then gets on a talk show to reach a larger demographic of people to warn them about the border.
But if we go on this show, we'll reach all cable TV users.
So, nobody.
Hey, that's more nobody than yesterday.
They get on the show.
There's a big blue border that's gonna eat you.
Get off my show.
The show doesn't go well. So, while they did get kicked off the show, they did get the word out.
I mean, we only started to see the border after you brought it up to us.
Huh.
This Justin reports that the state of Ohio experiencing a blue border obstructing their vision are increasing rapidly.
This thing is spreading. Like some kind of disease.
So now, Scott has inadvertently spread the disease of the blue border to the entire state of Ohio. So it's up to him to find and stop it. But where does he look?
Where even is this blue border? I feel like it's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I just can't escape it. Like the moon.
I think I know where to look. Guys, we're going to space!
That's right, they're going to space. Guess how they're going to space? Well, there's only one material you can make a rocket out of in 2021.
Cause it's up to us, and with some luck we'll watch the border's demise. And if unaware before, prepare yourself, cause this is war. There's not much time before we imply level borderline.
Alright guys, we're going to space. Terry Lessler, you'll be our treasurer. Geriatrics HR. Jeb Jab, customer support representative. Rex Mose, moral support representative. Target employee, catering.
Oh my god!
What was that? Something!
Where did you come from?
Oh, who shot us? Oh. Can't be! My mortal enemy!
Oh, Scott. You'll pay for this.
Why are you doing this?
First of all, it's none of your business. So it looks like I'll have to deal with you myself.
You can't kill us, it's illegal!
Hey, anything's fair game in space. And this round was planning to jaywalk.
Let's get out of here!
We can't escape him.
Oh, God. He's docking. He's boarding the ship.
We're ending this!
So, after defeating Rick, Scott and his friends find the blue border.
So that's what blue is.
The color.
Oh, sweet printer ink.
Oh, wow.
Look at this one, eh?
Wait guys, nobody would leave their printer ink out there just like that.
It's a trap!
No! Printer ink. It's a classic right there.
You dare acknowledge my existence?
No!
Alright, so Scott goes back to square one at the end with a blue border around his screen. Wait a minute.
So since we're stuck here, I guess I'll have a Whopper.
Alright, so in all seriousness, this video by Scott was probably one of the best YouTube videos I've ever watched. So, congrats to him. Thank you to him for making the video.
what I was saying was the video was entertaining. He shouldn't have shown it was inappropriate. So like this video is not appropriate. Don't worry.
You're right. I probably shouldn't have done that.
The video is appropriate. Don't worry.
This
video is completely family friendly.
It's good that we're telling them this after the video.
Yeah. It's
really
just
make
thanks
sure
to
they
like
know
Scott the
before
Woz for not letting us. We just did it. So
Yeah, you should probably.
Thanks for making the video. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye.